Subscribe to Pamex channel. Click on the bell icon to receive notification on new uploads. Like and share the video. Thank you.
So we have a very familiar face from label industry today with us, Mr. Harveer Sahni, the chairman of Weldon Celloplast, the company which is a total solutions provider for the label industry. We will talk to him about the present challenges of pandemic, the market of OMIT in India, and the business scenario on global scale. Mr. Sahni maintains a popular blog on labels at harveersahni.blogspot.com, which I'm sure several of you would have read. So we welcome you on Pamex YouTube channel, sir.
Thank you, Neha, for having me on the show.
So, sir, the opening of OMIT India office more or less happened with the advent of the COVID situation and the lockdown. How far did this impact the plans, and were you able to meet all customer needs?
Fortunately, it was the most appropriate and right time when they opened it. Because what happens is during the difficult time, the Indian team was actually geared up to support all their customers without any intervention from Italy, because Italy was at that time in the initial stage facing the highest impact rate after China, and it was a very difficult time for them. But customers in India did not suffer because the Indian team was in place and they were helping them out. And OMIT's plan in India are long term. COVID did slow down the plans, but the long term vision is absolutely intact.
So, sir, as a business environment and label industry watcher, what is your view about how well the industry responded to the COVID crisis and how is it coming out of it?
The label industry in India is very segmented, and it is different segments like food, pharma, cosmetics, general products, FMCG, lube oil, and variable information labels are there. So the label printers who were in the food and pharma segment, they delivered very well. They responded very well. In fact, even in challenging situations when the couriers were not working, logistics was not there, labor had migrated, they somehow managed with less and they delivered value, whether they were delivering in their own cars and in what way, but they met the challenge. However, the other printers were largely family-owned MSME companies. They were big-time sufferers actually. But honestly speaking, it's very surprising that once the things are coming around, they have faced it very bravely. But as the moratorium comes to an end in a few days, the things are becoming scary now, because for them to pay up all the piled up accumulated interest and EMIs and in a time when cash flows are under extreme stress, at that time for them it's going to be very, very challenging. The government needs to come forward and support them at this time to making it easier and softer, so that they don't suffer, they don't become NPS, they don't get into a financial mess.
So, sir, OMIT's tagline is quality through simplicity. So, I think it promises technology that delivers world-class labels with ease of operation. So, are these machines really capable of operating under the least amount of manpower as stipulated by the COVID's social distancing norms?
Neha, since 2007, when OMIT actually launched their Xflex X series, they have actually propagated the concept of achieving more with less. OMIT customers enjoy a very high level of output with the least involvement of human resources. Most of the critical tasks that are done by operators, in OMIT's case, the machine does it itself without human intervention.
In your opinion, what is the way forward for the label industry, sir, and what trends must it prepare for?
The first one is, as I said, achieve more with less. And then what is absolutely necessary is automation. You need to do away with as many as manual jobs that you are doing, manual operations that you are doing. You have to automate these processes. And then the biggest thing that I try to advise printers is to go for workflow management, which is an absolute imperative. You see, you go to any label press in India, you have hundreds of workers and workers moving around the shop floor. Somebody's carrying a small can of ink, somebody's carrying a reel of paper. This has to be done away with. The workflow has to be totally managed in a complete one-side direction only. People don't move backward and forward. So the material comes in, has to be aligned. The press has to be prepared, and the make ready is already done. The one job before it finishes, the second job is lined up behind it. And by the time the job is finished, it goes off to the next processes, and everything is done in sequence till the dispatch. So once that is done and you don't have people moving around, so you are achieving more work in a systematic manner. So that is one. And once you do the workflow management, then the second thing that comes to is lower wastages. So if the equipment is right, but that we come to later on, you have to have a mindset that you have to have lower wastages. So the lesser, I think, problems you have, bottlenecks you have in the workflow management, the lesser wastage you will have. And then the mindset of the printers need to change from being just price sensitive and buying a capex. They need to first see how the product will be impacted by the equipment, because the capital investment is only a one-time cost. It's one time, you may be putting more or less, but then all the rest of the thing, money has got to come, what output is there. So if you buy a machine that runs 70, 80 meters, and after that it starts vibrating or it's having a shivers in it, it affects the print quality. So you need equipment which runs 24/7, and the first and the last label is same. There is no color changes, there are no impactions like that. So you need those things. You need like we talk of short wear pass, and we talk of lesser wastages. We do all those things have to be looked into.
Sir, how is the label industry gearing up to meet the challenges of e-commerce and the business transformation it entails?
Label will still be wanted all the time. The more humans indulge in buying, the more labels are needed. In fact, the plain label segment is going to increase exponentially, because every package that is shipped by the e-commerce company needs logistic labels, they need a barcode label, they need another invoice to be printed and pasted on it. So these are the labels that are going to be printed at point of dispatch. And as far as the quality of the label is concerned, that really needs to remain at least at the same level or higher, because now the responsibility becomes more, because when you have a label delivered and a product delivered, so the first impact is the product label itself and the packaging. So if that is bad, it gives a bad impression there only. Later on, to have a good recall, the label, the aesthetics, when the product is lying on your dressing table or in your washroom, you have visitors also, you have yourself looking at those things. If they keep appealing, the next time when you're ordering the product, recall is there, and label impacts that. So as far as e-commerce is concerned, the responsibility to do better label increases actually.
What can be done differently in such times to better serve the needs of the ultimate customer by means of product improvement?
Like I said, it's a constant improvement. They have to keep doing. You cannot be stagnant. The moment you're stagnant, it becomes bad. So you have to keep a constant improvement. It's a definite imperative. The capabilities, you need to be different from what others are doing. You need to have to respond to the buyer's requirements, and which these will come. The response is going to come very fast, at least when you're doing an e-commerce thing, because the buyer, the moment they get the product, the first thing is, without opening it, if they don't like it, they return it. Now that becomes a big issue. So initially the packaging and the label have to be like good quality. They make their impact. Yes.
Do you think the label industry has done well collectively to make its capability and needs heard amongst customers and even the regulators?
The regulators, label industry has not actually been able to do much. However, our association, the Label Manufacturer Association, has taken some steps in writing emails to the government, sending tweets, and then probably joining in a limited way with the federation, spearheaded by IPAMA, to take up the case with the government. But other than that, there has not been much of interaction with the government. As far as it's actually a buyer's market actually, and as far as connecting with the buyers, the print buyers, there at least the consumers are facing an intense situation or intense competitive situation, because at least mostly because of the reverse auctions. And other than that, they keep educating their buyers about what capabilities they have. They keep doing that. And LMI also has contributed a lot in this direction by holding costing workshops, by doing technical seminars on converting, color management. Yes.
Now, global scale, how do you see the business scenario evolving? Do we foresee any major shake-up and realignments?
See, it's very surprisingly, as per a recent Finart report, Europe has seen growth in the label industry, while the other geographical zones we've seen a decline. Europe has seen a growth. That's a very positive sign. So that means the underlying trend to grow is always there. So the label industry will still retain their double-digit growth. As far as realignment and mergers are concerned, try to understand that it's a very capital intensive industry, and the bigger the label printers grow, the more the indulgence into capital, the money is growing. And when family-owned, single-owner companies, it becomes a little scary that if something goes wrong, such a huge operation, what will happen? So then the impulse is to align with someone, to merge with someone, or to sell out. We've seen successful companies in India like Interlabels, like Ajanta Packaging, Webtech, Wintech, SGRE, so many of them going that way. And underlying, under the wraps, there are the present ones also are not averse to it at the higher level. The lower ones are still growing. So that will keep happening. But personally, I would love to see, like you've seen in Europe and in the US, a group of companies like All4Labels have come together in a single platform like All4Label. I would like to see Indian companies get together, merge together to form a bigger entity to serve the labor market more efficiently at multiple locations, just-in-time deliveries, those kind of things. That would be very interesting.
And sir, you already know that we have dedicated a separate hall to labels at PAMIX 22, which is happening the next edition. So how would you comment on that?
See, on the very face of it, it's a very good initiative because label is an inherent part of packaging. And when and a lot of investment into labels is coming from the offset printer, flexible packaging, or generally at a printing industry at large. Still, my personal views is that label would have needed a specialized show for the kind of evolution it has achieved. It would be interesting to see, to have a mega event if there's a cooperation between PAMIX, LMAI, and maybe Tarsus to make a mega event with smaller events across the country. That would, but specialized label events. That is my opinion.
In your opinion, when we talk about real-time exhibitions and virtual exhibitions?
See, you can do various kind of things in virtually. You can do a meeting virtually. You can do a training virtually. You can do everything. But when you are going to buy today, label presses cost crores of rupees. The high-end ones, the big ones, they actually mean what label industry is all about. Now, crores of rupees you are going to spend. A label printer who is probably he's put all his savings into it and he's going to buy it. He would want to touch the machine. He want to hear the machine. He would like to see what it's doing, what speed it's going.
We look forward to starting exhibitions very soon. And so thank you, sir, for all your time.
Thank you very much for having me with you.
Thank you.